Welcome back to W.P.M with Magz, aka Wolf Pussy Monologues Podcast. Get ready for some shit and shenanigans from the CEO of the Unicorn Division, our leader of the Wolfden Pack, the maniac behind the mic, the one and only Magz. Broadcasting internationally from our lovely private studio in the city of Los Angeles. We thank each of our listeners around the globe for joining the shit show, and we sincerely hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Hello, what up, what it is? How you feeling? How you living? How y'all been? Welcome to another episode of Wolf Pussy Monologues Podcast, also known as W.P.M with Magz. So glad you can join me. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're feeling all right. Motherfucking March, right? What in the fuck? I hope your year is progressing well. I hope you have big things on the horizon and all of that good stuff there. You know what I'm saying? I think we want to go with a mental March type of series vibe this time. I think, yeah, we're going to get real mentally involved. It's not always about sex, pussy, and wolfing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get a little intellectual up in the wolf den. You understand me? So buckle up, because you just might fucking learn something. You know, dig me? Look. I don't know about y'all, but I love that fucking movie, Matrix. Matter of fact, I love all the installations of the Matrix. Okay? Even the bad ones, right? So this whole blue pill, red pill situation, this what led me to this episode. Blue pill, red balloon. Yeah, I'm going to tell you how this all ties together and shit in my mind. And you know what I'm saying, decide if it makes sense. Okay? But look, off top, right? Shout out to Neo and Morpheus and the City of Zion and them. You know what I'm saying? Good work. Trinity and shit. That's what's up. All them. Boom. So what I'm thinking is the red pill can represent like critical thinking, philosophy, and science, right? And the blue pill can represent like uncritical belief and emotional decision making and shit, right? The red pill can also represent accepting a painful reality, while the blue pill can represent staying in the ignorant, blissful state. You know what I'm saying? Just, you ever know the motherfucker just dumb to the world around them? Them people, okay? So, of course, you know the story of Neo and Morpheus, and, you know what I'm saying? Do you want the truth? And blase. So, you know, good old Morpheus offered motherfucking Neo a choice. 2 pills. 1 red pill, 1 blue. Of course, Neo, being the curious bug he was, as we know, picked the red, and then everything changes and everything like that. What if, just for shits and giggles, what if that motherfucker took the blue pill and was like, nah, I want to stay in the dark? Do you think, I know it's just a movie, I know it, but based on the pieces you were given for that world and that movie and that aspect, right? Do you think that if he had took the blue pill, that whole world would have still survived, or would have had collapsed within itself, because he was actually the one that was going to save both worlds, or the Matrix, and because in essence that's what he did. He saved the Matrix, the illusion, and he saved the real deal, Holyfield. Craziness, right? Because I never remember nothing about them saying that the illusion world was gone, because the agents and shit were still in there. So hey, just saying. Now, I feel like people need to be careful chasing red pills and red balloons. You know what I'm saying? On the red balloon, of course, I hope you realize that's a Stephen King reference to my boy Pennywise. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the, you know what I'm saying, one of my folks. Anywho, shout out to Pennywise and shit. So, the red balloon signifies, I feel like, the presence of danger. You know what I'm saying? Something you don't want to happen to your motherfucking ass. And chasing that motherfucker inevitably puts you in danger and the people around you. Hence, everybody fucking getting attacked and shit in the goddamn movie, and kids dying and shit. So look, sorry, I had to take a little sippy sip. So look, I'm feeling like in the modern day sense, right? The blue pill is equivalent to believing in that cheating ass motherfucker that they gonna change and they gonna stop cheating on you, and they never do, and then you look up years that went by and it's just been a collection of more years and more tears and shit. Yeah, I think that's an example of a motherfucker swallowing that goddamn blue pill. Look, when motherfucker is ignoring reality, you know, when your world, well, when the world, I would say, is crashing down on its axis, and the person is completely oblivious to what's going on and what they can do to help the situation, guess what they did? Took the fucking blue pill. You know what I'm saying? What they say, ignorance is bliss, right? Mm-hmm. Remaining stuck in your old ways, not evolving. That's a version of taking the blue pill. You're choosing not to see shit for what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Let's see. Choosing not to see the truth in situations. You know what I'm saying? Look, check this out. Ain't no Santa. Some people still want to believe it is, but it's not. However, those who believe it is are riding that blue pill train. That's what it is. That's what they doing. Okay? Man, all I know is if Neo hadn't took the red pill, right, he would have never known he was the one and never met Trinity and never had a cosmic love affair with her and say the world, planets, moon, stars, quasars, shit, smoke one fatty with Morpheus and them. Never been able to done that. Never would have been able to done that. So, in essence, sometimes when you pick the hard road, they say the wind is bigger. I say, motherfucker, I'm tired. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Niggas is tired around here. Folks is tired. Shit. Feel like a motherfucker been fighting since before slavery around this motherfucker, man. Shit, every time I look up, nigga got a new battle around this bitch. It's ridiculous. Shit, how much more fighting nigga gotta go through to get to the other side of the mountaintop? Shit. Anywho, moderately speaking, if you on that red pill shit, guess what you doing? You accepting the harsh realities of shit. You have peace with whatever the truth is. However hurtful, fucked up it is. You just have peace with it. You are well aware there's no Santa Claus. And you're okay with that. Okay? Okay? Most, I think, people that accept the red pill, oh, they don't form trauma bonds with motherfuckers. Yeah. Now, in reference to the red balloon, I feel like that red balloon signifies that you chasing fucking danger in the modern day world. You know what I'm saying? You know that shit ain't for you over there. You know you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be talking to this person or that person. You know you shouldn't be engaging in certain acts. You know you're well aware of the consequences that may befall you when and if you do engage in certain acts. Yet you continue to chase that fucking red balloon. And you know Pennywise ugly ass is in the gutter waiting for you. And what happens? Every single fucking time you chase that red balloon, Pennywise bites you in the motherfucking ass. Okay? Now you got another wound to heal. Another fucking traumatic experience to get over. Stop chasing red balloons, people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the correlation between the red balloon and the red pill, both of them are dangerous as hell. Because everybody's not ready for the truth, and everybody can't protect themselves from danger. Shit, maybe just stay away from red shit. Maybe that's what a nigga needs to do. I don't know. I'm just saying. On a more personal, private note, hell, I wish I can fucking put my finger in my throat and throw up every blue pill I've ever taken. Because I would much rather be aware of the nightmare than to just wake up in it. You understand me? If I'm aware of the nightmare, maybe I can prepare for it. Maybe I can, tone down the shock of it. Maybe I can avoid it altogether. Yo, I don't think I'll ever have been or will be a blue pill motherfucker. You understand me? I feel like I eat red pills for breakfast, lunch, and however, I don't go chasing red balloons. I don't do red balloons or red doors. So if you got some red balloons at your party, or if your front door is red, you ain't gonna see me. Don't fuck around with it. Not gonna do it? No. Well, like they say in the pen, I ain't gonna hold you long on this phone. You understand me? On your earplugs or whatever. You dig me? We just gonna get in, get out, right, real quick like. Don't forget, tune in next week. New shit all the time. We gonna talk about this big back shit. Is that, wait, let me check. Wait, let me confirm. Yeah, that's what's on the board. I wanna know what the fuck this big back shit about. And why ain't nobody whooping nobody's ass. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Again, I'm your host, Magz. Tune in for the new episode next week. And we gonna get on out the wolf then. Y'all stay safe, stay out the way, stay out the streets. As we do, love, peace, and hair grease. Wolf pussy. Out.